Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another video. So in this lesson we're going to begin to tie the opponent striking the player into the health scripts. So we're going to come here to public void opponent damage, and we're actually going to change this. Let's say player 1 low kick, and we'll still use damage. And let's swap that out in the debug log. And then we'll copy the function. Now we're going to go through all of this. For high kick, and then of course we'll do both punches. So there's high kick. Let's just keep going. So player 1, we'll change this to left punch. And finally, we'll do the same for the right punch. Let's come back to the first one, low kick damage. So I'm going to come here after we apply the damage to the current health. But we're going to do it before we check to see if we've reached the minimum health. And we're going to say send message upwards. Let's open and close brackets. We'll close the line off and we'll use the little quotations. And now I'm going to come to the player movement script and I'm going to copy these to make sure we've got them correct from the player 1 state. So this time it's going to be player hit by low kick. Now we're going to come between the last speech mark and the close bracket. We're going to say comma. Send message options don't require receiver. We'll break that up for commenting and we'll actually copy the comments from the line at the bottom. And of course we just need to change in the comments what message we are sending. So let's copy that line. So now we'll change it to high kick. Just tidy up and alter the comments. And we'll copy it again. So let's come to the left punch damage. So we'll paste in player hit by left punch. We'll copy the line again. And finally, we'll paste into the right punch damage. And we'll change it to right punch. And of course, remembering to change it out in the comments. Let's just save there for now. So now I'm going to come just before the very last close bracket, and we could create another void. This we can make private. Let's give this a naming convention of player 1. Let's say health depleted check. Open and close brackets, open and close again as normal, and of course copying the debug log and swapping out the naming convention. So we've got code, this set of code repeated in all the functions now, in all these voids. We don't really need that, so let's just copy from anyone will do. Actually, we'll just paste that in, and now we're going to come to the low kick and we'll call that function. So call player 1 health depleted check, open and close brackets, close the line off. And we'll just say that we're going to call that function. So let's paste that in. We'll copy the line. And we're just going to go through and delete and paste in the new line on all the functions. So there we go. Hopefully that should make the code easier to read. And while we're at it, we'll come to the opponent health and we'll do the same. So in fact, let's just come to player 1 health. Let's just copy all of that, and this will help breaking it up like this. I'm just using 2 actual animations for when one of the characters is struck, just a body hit or a head hit. Obviously you may have more animations, and if you do, this should help make things easier for you, breaking everything down in this matter. So I've just pasted in the player 1 health depleted check. We'll change that to opponent. And actually we might as well just copy in all of this. So let's just paste that in. And we can do the exact same thing. So opponent low kick damage. We'll change it there as well. Again. We'll just copy that naming convention in, open and close brackets, close that line off into the comments. So we'll call that function. And let's just come to the opponent AI. Let's have a look. Opponent hit by low kick. So again, let's just come to the player health. We'll copy one of the new send message upwards lines. We'll paste that in. And we'll just copy and paste in opponent hit by low kick. And obviously you can create as many of these voids as you want, depending on how many different strikes you have available. We'll be adding more strikes anyway later on in the series. Anyway, but if you want to go ahead and do that ahead of time, of course you can do. But I just want to get the basics working to begin with. In fact, just copy both of those. So let's change this to left punch. So hopefully you can actually begin to see how these codes are going to work. Obviously we're going to pass when the collider from the opponent hits the player or vice versa. A value will be passed into this variable. We'll call one of these functions. And this of course will send a message upwards to the opponent AI to call the necessary animation, but let's just finish this part off now. So right punch damage. And let's have a look. And we'll just save that off there. So we'll actually leave it here for this lesson. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you next time. And until then, as always, bye for now.